Hello everybody, welcome back to the Stevie P channel, and a bit of a throwback. This one really was browsing for different videos and stuff to react to and to look at on the channel, and came across a video that was titled "The Most Violent Rugby Match Ever Broadcasted Live," and it was a throwback because the British and Irish Lions versus the Springboks match, and I thought, I haven't seen the highlights of this match in a long time. So I thought, you know what, why don't we just react to the damn thing and reminisce a little bit about where things have gone, because we just had a British and Irish Lions series this year, and it'll be interesting to look at the tackles and the stuff we see in this particular match versus what we see maybe this year and how rugby has sort of changed. I do think rugby is obviously less violent from regards to off the ball stuff. Probably bigger hits these days. In general, I think your standard rugby tackle, for example, is a much bigger hit and force than kind of was a while ago. But it was certainly not as violent in inverted commas. So I thought, let's reminisce. Let's look at the good old days. Wow, what was one hell of a tour back in the day. And I mean, any video that features Skulk Burger is going to be a violent one, because this man knew how to make a hit. And I mean, poor John Smith. I mean, John Smith had to captain the side with Bucky's Boat in it. PSBs, for example, who makes big hits. Skulk Burger used to just wreck people. And some pretty big and pretty brutal players. He must have been really hiding on to nothing, to be honest. And this was old Scatter, poor getting a yellow card on his 50th Test match for the very infamous eye gouge incident from him. But it was more this. This is what we saw throughout the entire series. There's a lot of off the ball stuff, and we don't see a lot of this these days. I mean, there's probably about 4 yellow card offenses in this. Look at all the slapping, and I mean, the open half hands like that. Child, should have brought a Pele over there. I mean, remember him? I was about for a throwback. We just don't see this anymore. We do to a certain degree, but not to this extent. Come on, man, somebody make a hit. Somebody make a hit. I remember that try, yeah. And this was, what an iconic series one. Yeah, JP is straight through the gap. Thank you very much. Remember JP? What a throwback. What a throwback. See, even then, little push off over there, that would be a yellow card these days. You know, you're not allowed to do that, actually. I mean, you go back and look at it exactly what I'm talking about. But you wouldn't be able to do this. This little, this push over here. You're not allowed to dive on players anymore. You're not allowed to do anything after that. So, bang. He scores very simply. Okay, it's not actually that bad, to be fair. To be fair, I'll take it all back. It looked a lot worse than first look. And, of course, the man involved. It's a pretty poor tackle, that, from JP. Clothesline. Bang! Off you go. Bloody Stephen Jones and his drop goals. Scott Burger back on the park. Nice big clearance to bit. That's Bucky's at his best. And injury, there he goes. Paul Jones. I don't know how this guy has the stamina to just be able to pick a fight for 80 odd minutes. It was every week as well. Tony Rousseau, what a throwback. Another little shove over there. Andrews Becker getting involved. He loved a bit of afters, Oh, cheap as me. I mean, let's play. By the way, can I point out? There's play on here. It was play on. It didn't stop. This would be stopped now. Probably rightly so, to be honest. Look at this hit. I mean, that would be. And they literally, they don't even falter. They don't even stop for it. They don't even pause. Nothing. I mean, bang. That's hit contact. Straight down he goes. He's basically down cold. He doesn't know where he is. And what do we do? No, recycle. Off we go, yeah, boys. Come on, people. No stress. No stress. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. And this is as well. You see, and that's why. I mean, we look back at it now and think, but that's why we now stop games for head contact. So every single time you start to worry about the game being too soft, go back to that moment. Because that's actually, I mean, if you imagine being Donny Rousseau's family watching that, that's why we now stop when we see sort of head collisions like that. Oh, the line being run there. Brian Habana. Nothing will make me miss my sort of formative years in hearing Brian Habana. And then Eddie Jacobs. And then one of the best British and Irish Lions series tries ever by my goat, my personal goat, Jacques Ferry. I mean, I mean, we've got to see it again here, people, because the hit he makes, it's just disgusting, isn't he? Well, bam! Down you go. Down you go. What a game this was. Oof. Thank you very much. And this was a series of Heineck Brousseau. I mean, that's a high tackle. Oof, jeepers, and then he rides up as well. And then the big penalty, the famous penalty. What? Yep. The big penalty with Mornay Stain to break the British and Irish Lions' hearts. What a game. What a started moment that. But jeepers me, some mental hits there. And as I said, I suppose you kind of look at some of the stuff that happens there and you think, yo, it's a bit of nostalgia, but also you probably can't be having some of that in the game anymore. But we also missed some of it. What do you think? Let me know down in the comments below.